Hey, it's me again. Got another recipe for you, a quick low carb thing. I don't know how long it takes to make this. I'm just a country boy trying to get some stuff going. And I don't know. I wish I knew how to film this so I wouldn't have to be looking down like this when I talk. But anyway, that's the way it is. So what I got right here is some chicken tenderloin that I've cut up, got ready to go. I'm gonna use some olive oil, some Parmesan cheese, and some seasoning. We're gonna pop it in the air fryer on 400 degrees for about 12 minutes. It's gonna come out nice and crispy. It's a good alternative to fried chicken. The breadcrumbs, they're a little high in carbs, but I use them pretty lightly. Uh, you can probably get some low carb breadcrumbs. These have 16 grams of net carbs per 1/4 cup. And I'm probably going to use a 1/4 cup in the whole thing. So I figure that if I eat maybe 4 chicken strips, I'll have maybe 5 grams of net carbs is what I'm going at. It doesn't drive my sugar up very much, uh, and it's really good. I'm more heavy on the Parmesan cheese than I am the breadcrumbs, but let's get cooking. So the first thing you want to do is put your little olive oil in here. This olive oil on here, it'll help everything kind of to stick onto the chicken. Kind of gets it in there. And man, I hate doing this because it gets your hands all nasty. You can use rubber gloves if you want. I just step over the sink, wash my hands, and go from there. We're going to have this, and I'm going to saute some shrimp in some butter, and I may cook a little shrimp like this because I like my shrimp a little crispy. The boys are going to have some angel hair pasta with Alfredo sauce. Me and Becky are going to have chicken and shrimp and squash that we picked out of the garden and we canned and entered into the county fair, won a blue ribbon, and some green beans that we picked out of the garden and I canned. Poured them up. They're overcooking now, and it's going to be a great low carb supper for us. So anyway, I like to go ahead. I like to use a little Tony's. Give it a little kick. Not too much, cause then I just started trying this. This is a Pampered Chef 3 onion seasoning, and I really like it. It tastes pretty good. It doesn't take much. And you gotta have some salt. And some of this good old black pepper. I mean, you season every how you like it with garlic or whatever. Then mix all these seasonings up. Get them on that chicken real good, and then keep a hand clean for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and set my air fryer 12 minutes, 400 degrees, and get it started. All right, then some Parmesan cheese. You can put it in there. I put more of this on there than I do breadcrumbs. We'll get that in there, mix that up a little bit, and then these breadcrumbs. I'm telling you, go kind of easy on them if you're doing some low carb eating. You want just enough to make a little crunch. Now, I read where some people use crushed up pork rinds. I'm gonna just tell you, that ain't my cup of tea. I can stick with what little bit. Look, it ain't hardly any breadcrumbs on there. I hadn't used a 1/4 of a cup yet, so I'm not even 16 grams of net carbs. So I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to put a little more cheese on there. And we're going to wait on this. It's going to tell us, hey, it'll tell us, this is that air fryer. It tells you everything. It says add food. It says turn food. It says cooking over. All of that good stuff. So I'm gonna tell you something important when you're working with chicken, with raw chicken. Keep your hands clean. Wash them frequently if you have to. You don't want to touch this chicken and then go over there and touch your snap beans or touch any of this or any of that. That's how people get salmonella or whatever they call it that you get from that. Just wash your hands after. So just step over the sink and wash them. You know, too many people are getting sick, and they get sick because they don't practice good hygiene. Look, I'm just telling you, it's a fact. And then when you get done, you wipe your counters off real good with some a good disinfectant and all that, and then you're good to go. But this may take a couple of cookings, I don't know, but it's only 12 minutes. 12 minutes to cook a good protein base of your supper. You know, people talk about this low carb eating so hard. It ain't that hard. Watch this. So you just add this in, leave a little space, and it might, you know, they could be touching. I think they'd be all right because it's going to shrink up a little bit. Now, these chicken breasts aren't like whole chicken. I'm going to get on here one day and show y'all how to do a whole chicken in the air fryer. Man, and it is good. It's better than buying a rotisserie chicken at the Winn-Dixie or the Walmart. Look, here's the other thing. You can't see them. But when I start cooking in here, all the dogs come in here. And I have to run them out. They think they're going to get a bite. So I'm going to try to get all of this in here. There's 4 of us eating. So between this and the shrimp and everything else, the boys won't eat any of that squash over there, and probably none of the green beans. All right, pop it back in, it starts cooking. Now, my bowl's empty. So here's what I'm gonna do with the shrimp. Just pop that shrimp in there like that. You know, I think I'm gonna air fry it too, instead of doing a butter thing. It only takes about 8 minutes for it, because it's already cooked. So some olive oil on the shrimp, just do it the same way. Use one hand to stir it up, that way you can put everything else on. A little salt, a little Tony's, a little 3-onion stuff. Certainly some black pepper. Some Parmesan. You know, I'm not even gonna put breadcrumbs in the shrimp. Man, this is gonna be so good. So anyway, when the chicken gets out, I'll pop this shrimp right in there, and everything will be fine. And we'll let this cook, and I'll get back to you in just a minute.